Willkommen and welcome to tonight's show. Lots in store. I, as usual, was going to do this one way, and then I changed it to another way. And so originally it was supposed to be about tough love, and that whole making of that with Jason Patrick and Michelle, Dee Dee Pfeiffer and Lee Remick and Bruce Dern. So that was going to be the first show. Then on my way home from Walmart, I decided that the show was going to be about my two most meaningful, intimate relationships with women to date. So I rolled that around, and then I thought, well, why don't we make Reese's and take the chocolate and the peanut butter and put them together and make a candy bar. Yay! So let's do that on those two things within 9 minutes. And also I want to do a couple other things. I wanted to do a shout out to my international viewers who I love. And so hello Brazil, hello Japan, hello India, and hello Canada, and hello the United Kingdom. And of course, hello America. So those are my shout outs. Real quick, I'm so excited about the interviews this week. We've had like some stellar interviews, and of course you can tell from my posts, I'm thrilled about some other interviews. We're going to have Heidi Holliker on Monday. We are going to have Linda Carriage next week. Oh my God. And we are going to have a mystery movie star, and we're also going to have a mystery Hollywood chronicler, I would say, and then a host of other things that a friend's going to help me roll out the Rolodex and get some folks on that's going to excite you. Number 3, my book still in its final sort of climbing for dear life stages. It looks like now I'm going to be able to show you the first movement on the book, like within a couple days, like, kind of show you some stuff. And then I'm looking probably at a full release, possibly as late as June 5th. We'll see. Now, let's dive into the chocolate bar of the Reese's and the chocolate and the peanut butter. So that part of it, that's going to be my experiences on tough love vis-a-vis or let's say parallel to a topic of the most meaningful, intimate moments and relationships, for whatever that means, with women that I've had to date. And there's mamas, besides mamas, yes, mamas. So, number 1, we go back to high school very briefly because we only have 6 minutes, 5, and we're going to go back to high school. I'm not going to name this person because she is alive and well and thriving and does not need this crap floating around the world. But we did go to high school together. She was what I would consider a soulmate at the time, probably over and above the other, well, certainly over and above the other, because that was sort of an acute kind of intimacy. The other person in high school was a long-standing. This went on, through graduation. And we were, of course, intimate with one another more than once. And we just connected on such levels of everything from aesthetic to aesthetic, which is a big green light for me if you are so inclined. So that was that, and that was that. And she's still a beautiful person. I still am in touch with her periodically, and there you go. Second most meaningful, intimate, for whatever that word means, but I think we all know what that means as a part of what we're talking about. And then we have the meaningful part, or the relationship part, or the intimacy part. Again, subject to interpretation, subject to your own definitions. So, second one, brief as it was, compared to certainly my high school soulmate, female soulmate. And I had actually 2 others in high school. One, of course, was also who became a very successful in her own right. It was not an intimate relationship, but it was certainly a soulmate of mine. That was a little bit later on in high school. The other one, is different. So let's get to, real quick, the number 2 on the list. And let's mix that with everything that I can squeeze about the movie Tough Love into 3 minutes. So Tough Love came along around the time that I was talking about agents, and a lot of other episodes I talked about. I've mentioned Tough Love. And so I got it, obviously. I'm there on the set the first day, I think I mentioned, with Jason Patric, who's well known. And it was his first gig. It's certainly not my first gig. And we were chatting on our first day at Hamilton High in Los Angeles, South Robinson. And literally we were in front of the dressing rooms, and he actually wanted to know, and Jason, if I am getting this wrong, I apologize, this is my recollection, what I thought might be a good stage name for him, because he is the son of a famous actor and he is actually a junior. So he wanted to know if I thought perhaps that he should go by Jason Miller Jr., his father, or Jason Patric, which he ended up with, or Jason Miller. Or Patrick Miller. I'm sorry, strike that as number 3, Patrick Miller. Anyway, Jason Patric was decided upon. We got along famously, and the masking tape went on the dressing room saying Jason Patric. Anyway, in the midst of that film, his girlfriend, I should say, was played by an actress named Dee Dee Pfeiffer, who is coincidentally Michelle Pfeiffer's sister. Dee Dee and I had very intense chemistry on that set. Although she was supposed to be Jason Patric's girlfriend, I was 18, raring to go, and thought I was just absolutely in awe. And the feelings were, to whatever extent, mutual. So during actually the filming, we had this intense chemistry going on, and I don't know. I believe it was after shooting or very end of shooting. We began a steady, intimate, meaningful relationship. I'm going to be very generous about this and say it lasted for a solid month. I want to say 2 safely, but let's say 1 to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. If it was 1, it was very frequently. If it was 2, it was, what one would, I guess, expect from dating for a couple of months. And Dee Dee was it. In terms of intimacy, in terms of sort of an acute kind of attachment, like kind of kismet, kind of colliding of souls, Dee Dee was easily the most meaningful, intimate relationship that I've ever had with any woman. Ta-da! I hope she's flattered, because she should be. She was very kind to me. And even when we broke up, for obvious reasons, because I was a bit of a dork, and she was moving well ahead in her career, and she just, was very honest about it and said, that these roads were not going to, be parallel, and I want to be upfront with you, and that was a beautiful thing. I remember driving with Dee Dee, as a final note, when we were dating, which was glorious. I got to tell you, Dee Dee, I know I pretended, dragged you around, bragged that you were my girlfriend, because I literally carried a picture of you around with me because I was so proud. So, it's like Dee Dee will remember, we were driving my convertible LeBaron, cranking down Fairfax, and Nick Cage, who I had dressed in Valley Girl, given all my records to and my clothes, which is in there and I never got back, is racing down Fairfax too, with his young lady, in her own right, as a separate human being, so not his. And I'm like, hey Nick, where's my records and my clothes? And I'm hollering over Dee Dee, and we're just racing down Fairfax, and never got an answer on the crate of vinyl, and never got an answer on those clothes, because everything you see Nick Cage in Valley Girl were clothes that I was either wearing at the time. Well, I was only 16, so yeah, I was wearing them. Never got that belt back, never got that blue plaid shirt back. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it this evening. We're going to wrap it up because it is, as I can see, 9-ish. So I hope you enjoyed it. These anecdotal, whatever. Hello to my international peeps. We've got good interviews coming like lickety-split. I will be inundating you with shorts. I can't wait. I'm amped. And, remember me, the one who's over the top. Love you. See you. Bye.